Okay, welcome back to our learning of Pirkei Avot, Ethics of Our Fathers. We're continuing with the statements of Hillel. We are in the 14th mission of the first chapter, and this will be his final statement of this chapter, where at first he was talking about love, then he talks about achieving greatness, and this is his last statement. It says, "Hu haya omer," he used to say, "Im ein ani li, mili. If I am not for myself, who will be for me? Ukshe ani le'atzmi, ma ani. But if I'm only for myself, then what am I? Ve'im lo achshav ematai. And if not now, when?" Okay, so three different statements that we're going to break down. The first one, he says, "If I am not for myself, who will be for me?" And the Rabbeinu Yonah in his Shari Tshuva speaks about this idea, and he says, if a person is not inspiring themselves, if it's not awakening themselves and isn't taking advantage of opportunities before him, who's going to do it? No one's going to actively go so far out of their way to ensure that you are getting the most out of your life. So you have to become a master of your own fate. So that no one is going to do it for you. Ani li mili, that I need to be for myself. And then even more so, he says that inspiration is really, it's all around us. You have the opportunity to cling to different moments throughout your day. And if you're not taking advantage of that, you can miss the opportunity, miss the moments that can change your whole life, right? That you need to be so in tune to what's happening around you. You can absolutely take everything and turn it into an inspiration to chart a new trajectory, a better trajectory. And again, nobody's going to do that for you. If you want, it can be lost upon you. And those inspirational moments, even if we've had them, if we don't really capitalize on them, if we don't take them for all they're worth, they just become lost. They become memories. And that's not what we want to do. We want to take complete controls of our faith. This is Ushani Lasmi Mani. And if I'm only for myself, then what am I? Right? The test of who you are isn't going to be at the end of your days like, oh, he accomplished so much for himself, but rather that you were able to help others, right? So it's a fine balance, not that you need to be a great self-advocate, but you can't be entirely about yourself. You need to find a balance in which you help others, uplift others, while also uplifting yourself. And he says, lastly, there's this notion of we don't know what life has in store for us. We don't know our timeline. We don't know our last day. So if that's the case, you don't want to wait for all these elements that are outside of your control to take control of your life. You want to take the opportunity now. You have every opportunity now. So don't plan for down the road. You can start doing it now, right? There's the verse in Kohelet and Ecclesiastes, which we read every year, in the 9th chapter, where we say that people don't realize their potential, and a person doesn't even know when their last day will be. And the pasuk, the verse, discusses us being like fish and birds that are caught in snares and in traps, and that's like so many people. You don't know when these elements that are outside of your control are going to come in and take over. You don't know, and that's going to prevent you from completing your plans. These things that you put so much planning into, but if you're not executing, if you're not taking every opportunity to do them, then you're going to miss the boat entirely. You have no idea what the world has in store for you. So it's one of the most quoted Mishnayot saying, "If not now, when? If I'm not for myself, who will be for me?" Right? That we should really take every opportunity and move forward with it and have a great life and be our own advocates to it right now. And we can do it every day. All the best. Looking forward to learning with you tomorrow.